Hello and welcome. Thank you all for attending Dad to Dad or for coming to watch this show. Unfortunately, I did write a script, but I don't remember it all right now. I'm still adjusting to these new changes because this channel concept is completely new to me. But I'm going to be reading like the different things that I'm working on so that you guys are familiar with what it is this channel is actually going to be about. This is just an introduction. Realistically is going to tell you the topics or some of the topics that we'll be covering, some of the things that I wish to actually cover in the future, and or not wish that I'm going to be covering in the future, but I'll need the help of some outside sources. It just can't be me. So, first, the reason why this channel was created. This channel was initially created to give fathers a place to come to heal, to be delivered from whatever or not necessarily delivered, but I'll read it. It'll just be so much better if I read it because I'm posting this whole thing. So this channel was created to give fathers a place to grow, a place to heal, and to show up better for their kids. This channel is dedicated to fathers of all kinds, whether you're the biological dad, a stepdad, full-time, part-time, or whatever that is in between. If you're if you want to be present in your kids' lives, this this is 100% for you. I'm gonna just read the bullet points. While anyone is welcome, I did specifically, this space is especially made for fathers, me being one myself. And for men who are actually trying, even when things get hard. And they will get hard. They do get hard. And I understand that. It took me a while to get to that point, but I do understand that. And I'm pretty sure some of you out there are fully aware of that understanding as well. So here's what you can expect from this channel. And this part I'm going to actually read. So, advice and support for co-parenting situations. Real life, not theory. Okay? Help navigating emotional and mental struggles. We weren't taught to talk and like about realistically anything outside of being a wallet, and I really that like burns me up inside, like that whole concept. But this is a safe space for, okay, well, not a safe space. We weren't taught to talk about our feelings, but we need to. In most cases, we definitely need to. Can you dabble in that a little bit and play around with what you feel comfortable with? Absolutely. But we'll get into that in later episodes and videos. Um, Tools to become more present, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. And these two are pivotal for us because realistically, again, we weren't raised to talk about emotion and be emotional and things like that. And I'm not saying that you have to cry at every movie that you watch, or you have to do something completely obscene and uncharacteristic of yourself. Granted, you can change the person that you are, but you should only change the things that you like to change about yourself. Not because you feel forced. It's definitely not the way to go. And realistically, it comes with a lot of pushback from the person doing the changing. So you may not recognize it. You may not initially realize it at first, but it's definitely going to be there. So also, a deeper conversation around what it means to be a father today. Not just a provider, but a protector, a teacher, and a guide. So, what this channel is not, and this is going to be one of my most important things that I want everyone to realize. This channel is not to bring drama or talk negatively about anyone else. Okay? This isn't about co-parenting rants. This is not a co-parenting rant channel. This isn't about pointing fingers or spreading hate. Okay? We need to start looking internally into ourselves. This is about growth, healing, and showing up. Yes, we will talk about co-parenting situations because it's a real thing. And a lot of fathers are struggling in silence. But that's not all this is about. I mean, realistically, like, you're going to go through some co-parenting situations, and I feel for a lot of men out there. However, at the same time, this isn't about accusing the other person of whatever is happening. The primary focus here are the children. So, but again, we'll get into that as well. So, what we'll talk about: how to manage emotional weight that comes from being a father. And this is my one. And a lot of men might push me back on this, but learn it anyway, bro. Cooking, cooking quick meals, family meals, and learning how to take care of your household when it comes to that. And granted, I'm going to break down pretty much all of the equipment that you're going to need. So if you're a single dad, I'm going to break down what utensils you're going to need for certain dishes, what's probably the best kind of cooking methods and techniques and all of that. I was a chef for 16 years. I'm not exaggerating. I worked in the culinary industry for 16 years, so I do have a whole lot of experience, and I do have a degree in the field as well. But yeah, cleaning tips, small habits that make a big difference, and they really do. Showing up consistently for your kids, for your partner, and for yourself. Stop excluding yourself from the scenario. You're not just a walking wallet. Okay. Respect, how to give it, earn it, and pass it down. Ooh. Fitness, how to move from the tired dad bod to feeling human again. I, this one is not about getting extremely ripped. Okay, this is about having more energy, like feeling better about yourself, and also ultimately like just being overall more healthy, because you can't you can't do nothing if you're not healthy enough to do it, you know. So it's about a lot more than just getting physically fit and looking good for everyone else. This is about you. You need to show up and be present for yourself. um so at this point, I'd love to actually no. At some point, I really would like to bring some attorneys and things like that on. I would love to have some fitness experts on here so that they can take me through the ringer and y'all can personally see it. Oh my God. I'm dreading the thought right now. I'm not kidding. But some therapists possibly, so that we can talk about some co-parenting situations, because a lot of men go through that, and as unfortunate as it is, that is our reality in today's day and age. So that all of these people can give you helpful tips. Now, as far as the cooking, unless I'm getting Gordon Ramsay or one of my favorite chefs on here, which I mean, who knows, but I will probably be the sole provider of that. So uh let's see, what do I have here? Yeah, fitness coaches help us move better, feel better, and live longer. 100%. So with all of that being said, again, this is just an introduction video. So what what I'd like you to do, realistically, of course, I want you to subscribe. It would help the channel out, but start preparing mentally for the changes that, I mean, honestly, some of you may not even be aware that you need to change. You know, it took me a whole lot of stuff, like a whole lot of drama and going through a whole lot of unfortunate circumstances for me to get to the mentality that I'm at. And realistically, it's not a bad mentality to be at, but you know, sometimes we need to start looking within ourselves for that change. You know, and I'm not saying by any means that you need to kiss anyone's tail, okay? But parenting, being an actual father, especially in today's day and age, it takes a lot. And I have this really good little thing that I'm probably going to say on every video. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. Okay. Um, you don't just have to care enough. No, you don't. You just have to care enough to keep showing up. especially when it gets hard. Especially when it gets hard. I just wanted to repeat that. So when you're ready to grow with me, hit that subscribe button, share the video, and tell other men. I'm positive some of us know other men who are dealing with co-parenting situations of their own or having some struggles in some of those other areas. This channel will be for you. It will be. You're a dad, come join us. But without further ado, welcome to Dad to Dad. I look forward to seeing you all, and I'll see you in the next one. All right? Y'all be easy, brothers.